Hi, hello everyone. Welcome back. Hello if you're here for the first time. I'm Selena, Sunny Sage 11 here. Thank you so much for clicking on this video to watch my continuing 30-day video challenge. It's now day 5 and I am at one of my favorite parts of Seoul, which is a very huge mountain park called Namsan Park. And at the top is Namsan Seoul Tower. And it's actually been a few years since I actually went up to the observatory. I think the last time I went up there was in my first year of living in Korea back in 2011. So I may not go up to the observatory today, but I do feel like I am long overdue to go up there. So if you ever plan to visit Seoul, this is like one of the #1 places that is on the top of everyone's list, like next to, Gyeongbokgung, which is the palace, with a lot of history. Where else? I'm just going blank. I feel like I'm forgetting all the tourist spots. Hongdae, if you're like, if you're kind of into like the clubbing area and like shops and, just, it's a big, it's a big trendy area. Hongdae is by Hongik University. So, but Namsan Tower, if you're like into nature and wanting to be outside, for me, I feel like this has become a regular place for me to go. This is kind of like my bi-monthly sanctuary to just be out here and walk. And it feels like, I feel like I go through withdrawal. Like if I'm not here at least once every 8 weeks or so, I feel like I have to go to Namsan Tower. I have to go to Namsan Park. I have to go to Namsan Park. And oh, there's a cute little cat that just ran off the path. Oh, there's like stray cats that kind of live around in the wooded area that's around the park. And I actually saw a guy, I think he feeds the cats, because I think I've seen that guy actually the last time that I was here. But yeah, they're like stray cats that kind of live around, and they receive the generosity of the folks that come here and visit the park. So it's just so peaceful. Like I've been here, I think every season that I've been living in Korea. So I got here May of last year. My first visit, like walking, like the walking trail that I'm on right now, which is very smooth. Let me kind of pan down, like kind of turn this way. Yeah, so literally it's just a path. And if you just follow it, you will eventually get to the top. I think it takes at least, well, it depends on how much you stop. And actually you can look over and see the city as you're going up. You really get like a view of different parts of, the surrounding areas of Namsan Park. So yeah, the first time I went along this trail was like with a group, a meetup group. And it was like the first week of June. And I was like, oh, I never really walked up, the mountain or walked up the path to go to the top. And so ever since that moment, I've just been like, this is something I want to do regularly. So yeah, I guess my question for you, those who are watching, is what are some of your places to go, like to be with nature, to be in your happy place, like your place of peace and serenity? Some people love beaches, or maybe it's, a mountain park, maybe it's going camping, maybe it's just going to the lake or the river or whatever's in your environment that you want to see to really disconnect, decompress, and just kind of connect with yourself. And with the weather really being just nice and pleasant, like it's a really, really comfortable day. I know what's coming by the time we get to the end of June in Korea. I might, I don't know how likely I'm going to come up here once it gets July and August, because it's extremely humid. I will literally be soaking, like I just know, because I think after that June 1st hike, when I went with the meetup group, that was June the 1st. And then I did well, I guess the next walk after that was in the fall, because I knew, I was like, summertime, humidity, I'm gonna have to take a break because it gets so humid. But when the weather is like very comfortable, it's breezy, it's shady, you have like all these trees. And I'm hoping also as I walk that I can get a nice view of the tower. I can see like the top antenna that's at the top of the tower. But where I'm at now, the trees are kind of like blocking it. But there are certain parts of the path where as you're walking, you can see it like in an open view, which is really nice. So Yeah, this is like I think my favorite park in the city. I know I need to kind of like diversify and get to some other parks, which I have been to, like Namsan Park, which is near the World Cup Stadium. I went there back in October, and that was really nice. So actually, I do need to get back up there to see how it looks in this season of the year, because I was there in the fall, and now it's spring. We'll be in summer in about 6 weeks, I believe. So definitely need to get back there. But also there's Seoul Forest, which I was around there back in the winter, but it was too cold to even really want to try to walk into the park. I just kind of went to a cafe and then I went back on the train. But yeah, I hope that if you do visit Seoul, I hope that kind of, it's like those bugs that kind of float around when you're walking in a path, those clusters of flying insects. I do hope if you visit Seoul, I highly recommend visiting Seoul Tower. There's also like a lot of like streams that you'll hear and see as you're walking. Like behind me, there's like a collection of like rocks, and like the water is like streaming down. I guess you can kind of hear it. I hope you can hear it, maybe. But it's just so peaceful, and the air smells beautiful. It's like an escape from the city, but you're still in the city. Like I'm literally looking over, and I can see like the hotels over down at the city center, like looking over there. Maybe I can get like a good glimpse. Maybe we can together, maybe. I know the leaves might be blocking some, but pretty much over there you can see, and actually there's even more open areas where the view is a lot clearer to see. But I wanted to share this with you, and I hope that wherever you are, that you're giving yourself time to just get out. And part of this is also for me like a part of my health routine, like being able to prioritize taking walks like this, to being in nature, it being so accessible for me to actually be out in nature in this way. Like for me to get here, I literally just got on the bus from my area. I live like right on the outskirts of Seoul. My area is called Seongnam, so it's considered, I guess, like a suburban city, you know, satellite city of Seoul, but I'm literally a 30-minute express bus ride away. And then, I don't know why I just have to catch my breath for a second. But yeah, just catching an easy express bus ride for me to get down from the top of the tower to the lower street level. I can either walk back down, but what I usually do is I just catch the bus to go back down. I kind of consider that, you know, maybe my compromise, or maybe just because of the timing, because I actually, you know, want to get home by a certain time, but I'm not in a hurry. But I usually walk up, but I'll like take the bus down, and it's kind of cool to see like how it feels going down on the bus and seeing like the landscape as you're going down and descending. And also another thing that I like to do when I get to the top, which I'm hoping to do today, there are cafes and restaurants at the tower. So when you get up there, you can get coffee, you can get some dinner, lunch, and there's a Cinnabon. There's a Cinnabon up there. And that's kind of like my treat for like after I do my lovely, refreshing walk, is I like to treat myself to a nice Cinnabon. And they're very good. And they have different flavors. I think there's one I've been meaning to try. I think it's like an apple cinnamon pecan cinnamon roll. So maybe I'll try that one today. And I also think there's one with like chocolate. So yeah, so I am loving this walk. It's beautiful. So yeah, what are your favorite places to go to be with nature, to connect, to, you know, just have that moment for yourself, with your family, with your partner, your significant other? Where do you like to be? So I love this place. So as I'm recording this, it is Monday, May the 12th. And yeah, so hopefully I'll come back in June before the humidity comes, because I don't know if I do come in June, I'm just gonna have to be ready to come back down with like a fully sweat soaked shirt. So but either way, it's okay. And I'll kind of try to pan around so maybe you can see as I'm walking this way. I'll kind of turn it, so I hope this angle is good because I have my camera facing the reverse direction. But it's so serene, like you literally forget you're in the city. Okay, turn back around. down. I hope that was a good angle. I hope so. But yeah, it's really serene, shady, smells like trees and leaves. So thank you so much for watching day 5 of my challenge, and I will be back again with you tomorrow. So take care.